You know when you can tell that something is just off with someone? Like someone that you know, something feels immediately off about how they're acting and their vibe. They just feel despondent, like they're thinking about something else, so they're just not there with you, even though they're speaking to you or they're around you. And this is what happened to me one time when I was at the gym and I was talking to one of my friends, and he just was not there, even though he's talking to me about these things, small talk, whatever, the gym. And I knew he wanted to talk to me about something else, or his mind was completely on something else. And eventually, after just talking with me or just being around me for those like 15 minutes where I was doing some of my exercises and stuff, he tells me what I know is on his mind. And the whole story of what happened to him starts about a week before, or a couple of weeks, a month before, where he starts talking to this girl. And he's telling me he's interested in this girl, right? He thinks she's attractive. Obviously, he wants to talk to her, and it's mutual. So they're both talking and texting each other every single day. And I remember that he said it led up to a point where he kind of knew that he was going to sleep with her, or that he could sleep with her, and that was his intention. Like, really, a big part of it was, and even though he may have kind of been lying to himself about it, that, oh, maybe it's not, I'm not just doing it for that, he said that it kind of was. And I don't know what the girl's intention was in this situation, but she did ask him if this was going to be a relationship after. And I'm going to be completely honest, like I said before, I had no idea what her real intentions were here, or if she actually wanted a serious relationship. But to me, it seemed like half and half, like half in, half out. And my friend said that he did not want a relationship. He realized that he did not want a relationship with this girl, but that he could lose his virginity to this girl. And I think about a month into it is when this whole day went down. And this is what he was telling me about. I think it could have been a couple days, a week after. I don't really remember when he was telling me this story since when it happened. But it was pretty recent. And he was saying on that night, he was so nervous. Like, he was so nervous when he's going to meet up with her. Because I think either they had talked about it, or he was talking about it with her when he met up with her that night. And so he was super nervous about this going down, and obviously, as any guy would, but they, I think, go to either some sort of spot, or I really have no idea where it went down, but he didn't get into the details about that. But he said that he was so nervous, like before it was happening, and then like right before, and then even while it was happening, it felt so awkward. And it felt wrong and it felt weird, but he went through with it anyways, leading up to it and even during it. Which is crazy how, like, this is the most bare and open and vulnerable you can be with another human being. And it is probably, like, the most intimate form of connection that you can have. And it literally was weird and awkward for him. Like, just opening yourself up to someone that you really don't even know and that you don't want to be serious with. And I know casual sex is very normalized, especially in the US, and it's something that is glorified. Like, you are supposed to go out and do that. You're supposed to go out and lose your virginity. But he told me this. He told me that after it went down, he immediately regretted it. He immediately regretted it. It was instant regret. And I don't know about you, but if your mind has been constantly on, and this is something that I've thought about a bit before, if your mind is constantly on losing your virginity, and that's the only goal that you have with talking to girls, or you're not even looking to get in a relationship, right? I'm not trying to say that what my friend did it's not good, but I'm not trying to put him down so much. I think it's something that is really pushed on to young people nowadays, to young teenagers, and there is this pressure as a guy specifically, I think, to lose your virginity, or else that you are somewhat of a loser, that you aren't able to get girls, that you are basically just it's that you're a loser. That's what it is that you are a virgin loser. And I think it's very sad that that is something that is so pushed. and that is just normalized, because it's not normal to lose your virginity at such a young age. It's not normal. And I think that it should be it should be the exact opposite. It should be something that is not normalized. It should be something that is very rare and almost strange to lose your virginity so young, but it's not. And this is where you might be in your own head about this, thinking, do I need to lose my virginity before I like grow up and turn 18 and the years are going by? Do I need to just get rid of it? Do I need to? And I've heard literally some people, they will say, bro, should I just like go when I'm in like Thailand or something, just like go hook up with some, stripper? It's like, whoa, this is not something that you just throw away, right? It's actually important who your first is. And in my opinion, after I've thought about this a great deal about like love versus like marriage and when it should be okay to lose your virginity or have sex with a girl or whatever, just have sex in general, I think you should probably wait till marriage. At least this is my opinion, like for me, what I want for myself, because I think it sets up the rest of your life, especially your love life, the best. And I want you to know that no matter how many people are going to tell you or maybe make fun of you, you cannot listen to them. You cannot listen to these people that are telling you you should go lose your virginity just to lose it. Because look, this is what you have to realize, and this is what I thought about, and it's a great sort of example that I heard someone give, which is that lust does not last. The only thing that lasts is love. And if you think about it to the end, really all that matters in your life is love. The relationships that you have with your family, the love that you have for your partner, this is what lasts to the end. And when you are 9 years old and you're with your wife, if you're with your husband, whatever, if you are with your partner and you guys are super old in the nursing home, and you're getting spoon-fed some Jello, it's like when you see that happen, if you were to see that happen between two old people, you'd be thinking, wow, that is lovely. Like that is just pure love right there. So like there's no lust, there's no sexual tension between these two oldies. They are just in love with each other, and they care so much for each other, and you can still feel that in their old age. It doesn't matter that they're old. You can feel the love that they have for each other, but there is no lust. That doesn't last. So if lust doesn't last, why is that your focus? Why is your focus not on love and on lust? I think it's because we're taught that love is something that will not happen until later in your life, that you will not settle down until later, that right now is the time to have fun and hook up and have casual sex, but it's not. Why would you ever be focused on the part of a relationship that doesn't last to the end? If you do, and if you set that as your intention from the beginning, you will never have a real loving relationship that actually lasts. And I genuinely think that this is the reason why we see so many people that aren't in relationships, so many people get in toxic relationships, so many people get in relationships that are just based on sex, and people cheat on each other. It's because you are not looking for the long-term love, you are looking for the short-term lust. And that will never, ever, ever satisfy you. You will instantly regret it. I've heard so many stories of people where they lose their virginity, and many people, this is just their online stories that I've watched videos of, and they tell you that it's just weird, and that it's like some Tinder hookup or whatever, and that it's not worth it. And after, it's like you don't even know what to say to them. It's so weird. You leave each other, and it's like you feel empty. There's no fulfillment in that because you don't love that person. You don't even know that person. So if you're thinking that you want to just get with a girl and you want to, have some casual sex, it's not worth it just to pursue a girl for the wrong reasons, for lustful desires. That's not the reason why you should be pursuing a girl, and it shouldn't be something that you feel you need to do, or else you're going to be some loser. You are not a loser. You are just focusing on what's actually important and not some frivolous, idea that you lost your V card and now you're cooler because you're not a virgin. It's not something that you should feel so much shame holding and saying that you are a virgin. Like, I am a virgin. This is not my own story that I told earlier. It's one of my people I know. And even if you were to lose your virginity, nothing would change. This is also what I've heard from him. This is what I've heard from other people, that nothing changes. You feel like you're exactly the same. You think you'll almost like transcend to this new plane of like non-virgins. Like, no, you are exactly the same. And what you thought was going to change everything for you and make things feel like easier with girls, and you're just gonna be like swimming in that putang, like you're just gonna be, it's gonna be like glorious. No, it won't. Nothing will change, and you're gonna realize that that was a unfulfilling, awkward, and weird experience that damaged you. And I think it causes you sometimes to even go further down that route and just keep going and chasing that casual sex, chasing that lust. And it's very hard, it's impossible to find love when you are chasing lust. That's all I really have to say for today. Like the video, subscribe, but it's just not worth it, bro. You are going to regret it if you lose your virginity to someone you do not love. And I think, and you might think this is extreme, but waiting till marriage is the best way to really have this long-lasting, loving relationship. And that's what we all want at the end of the day, really. Let's be honest, that's what we all want. Is this like relationship that lasts our entire life, and you're together for 50 years, 60 years, and you guys are growing old together, and that's just the most beautiful thing ever, having grandchildren, a whole family, and there is nothing good about this casual sex, bro. You have to realize that, and it's just cope. It's straight cope, and you're better off looking for love than lust, even if it takes you so much longer, even if you are a loser virgin for so much longer. You're not a loser. It is something that you are holding on to because it's important, and you're not like everyone else who's just going out there losing their virginity to some random person they barely know. That's not the move. That is not the move, bro. And that's it. As always, never stop improving. You'll be grateful for it later.